I currently have a video in the vault on the most misogynistic songs ever made. And trust me, I will release that after the sequel to the worst samples of all time video comes out. But since I consider myself the expert when it comes to misogyny, I thought this TV girl album was right up my alley to talk about. This album is named Who Really Cares and released on the 26th of February, 2016. And this might be considered the most misogynistic album ever made because, for context, the lead singer for this band is a man. Yes, you heard that correctly. The singer for TVGIRL is a man whose name is Brad Petering. And the majority of their songs talk about sex and the perspectives from both the man and the woman. So to truly understand how misogynistic this album truly is, let me break down each song. The intro for this album, Taking What's Not Yours, is a song where the man doesn't really consider anything that the woman has to be that valuable to her, saying that the moment she leaves stuff in his apartment, it's free real estate to him. He then says that the only item she left behind that is still of value to her are her cigarettes cause they remind him of the worthless relationship they had together. He tries to back this up by saying that he's not a crook, but he just straight up admits to not caring about her in the slightest. Okay, I see we're off to an incredible start. The next song, Song About Me, samples the iconic Roxanne's Revenge song and is about how this piece of shit named Brad Petering makes songs about a woman that couldn't satisfy him in the bed. Oh, how dare he. This is from the perspective of the girl who finds out that she was being name dropped as much as Joey's fiance was in those West Coast diss tracks that targeted him. Apparently, coming from him, the songs are very one-sided as he only ever brings up how he felt about the situation cause fuck what the woman has to say in regards to it. Am I right? He then says that the point is mute because the relationship wasn't going anywhere, so why is it even worth a damn bringing up? From his perspective yet again, he says that the drive for this relationship was pretty much gone because she only got horny at night. Then he goes into how the sex was. He says that she fake orgasmed and tried to make it seem as if she was actually entertained by the other man in the bed, but he could clearly tell that she wasn't and decided to stop trying. This then cuts to the girl's perspective in which she doesn't like the song because it doesn't bring her up in the best light. Mostly because the man was implying that she was only a sex ploy and they didn't have any real feelings for each other outside of that. She then says that he's in the wrong because he went gossiping about their relationship to other people. Not cool, man. The next song, Cigarettes Out the Window, was alluded to in the opening track, being referred to as the only thing the girl left behind that was of value to her. She says that she would smoke when she had trouble falling asleep, and when they would get in bed, she would tell him that she quit when, in reality, she was still doing it. The man in the relationship wondered what she did with the cigarettes after she was done smoking them, thinking that she just dropped them out in the street somewhere. He then suggests that she died because the number on the smoking deaths billboard went up. I guess it's his way of saying that karma caught up to her. The next song, Till You Tell Me to Leave, is about the two being in an awkward love situation where they have feelings towards each other but won't admit it. Then the man waits until the girl kicks him out as this relationship has come to an end. He admits that he still has feelings for her even after it ended, but if someone else is involved then he's out. Next is the most popular song on the album, Not Allowed. It is implied that the two have been in a relationship before, the same one that ended in the last song, but because they have cut contact from each other, they can't talk to each other about the relationship. Then the girl says that everything they did ended up getting talked about by her artistic friends, which may not be an implication that Brad Petering is one of those friends who talks about it behind her back. The next song, Do the Act Like You Never Met Me, is about how when the two are in public, they have to act like they don't have relations to each other, and when they have sex, they do it while acting like they don't know how their relationship was gonna turn out. Once again, it is implied that the only good thing about the relationship was the sex. They also try not to think of the other person that's in the girl's life when they do it. Then they turn ignoring the significant other to where they leave into a dance and describe it as the act like you never met me. The next song, Safe Word, is about a girl who is being picked on because she's abused and she's being told to be cautious, but nobody's gonna stop her. The trauma she has in connection to these boys is probably why she has sex with them so that she doesn't get hurt anymore, as long as she remembers the word that can get her out of it, which is her safe word. This song also touches upon BDSM, which is basically when a white girl gets turned on by black men, so her having dominance over them gives her control. The next song, For You, starts with a sample of a woman saying that is right to assume that a man won't care for her in the relationship and she expects him to act much better than that when he's not. But the thought of that makes him respect her more. Then the male is feeling frustration towards the girl as she isn't doing what he thought she would. She also isn't really feeling his acts of sympathy, just showing that she doesn't care about this relationship at all. He then starts to think that he wasted his time on her. Then it is implied that he's forced into having sex without ever being told so, and that feels more like her doing a service rather than actual affection. He also says that he will screw anyone who says that they want to, so she should be really careful about who she's setting herself up with. The next song, Loving Machine, is about the same girl who didn't like the song in the second track, who seemed to have moved on from the writer completely, hooking up with a safe and boring boyfriend who is committed to her but can't pick up on cues and fit her needs. She decides this is fine because she chose this type of relationship that sacrifices her happiness. The man then turns out to be a machine she invested in to satisfy her when he's gone. Even though it can't perform the kinky things a human can do, she's fine with this. She's still on the sentiment that this is better than being in a relationship with an actual human, because when she's done doing it, she can put him away. At least it won't completely ignore her after they are done with sex. When they don't have a use anymore, she just tosses one away and gets a new one. The last song, Heaven is a Bedroom, compares the girl's bedroom to heaven with how soft and comfortable it feels. He reminisces on what he had with the girl and how they would sneak off to do the deed. Then as he has gotten time to think it over, he realizes that he committed a sin and is asking for forgiveness, as he never meant to get in this relationship. Her bedroom was also like heaven in the sense that he was forbidden from entering it. She then left for New York, as she also left the relationship behind in the process, and he learned that he should have told her how he felt but never got to do so. He then looks back at it with regret. He feels like he should have done something to keep her from leaving. But it's over now and there's nothing he can do. Overall, this album goes through all the stages of the relationship, pointing out flaws when they have sex and when they are together, the girl moving on and finding a better man, and the regret that comes with the end of the relationship. And while the misogyny is heavily implied in the album, at least it's through the means of telling a story, meaning that it's not just misogyny. With this, here's hoping I can get the misogynistic songs video out sooner. But until then, see y'all when that drops. Peace.